Welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like, to subscribe, and also to share. In the news today, if he doesn't act in 3 days, we will take steps to stop people using Akpabio as a punching bag. Who said this? Kenny. According to a report by Arise News, in October 2025, the media team of Senate President Godswill Akpabio has issued a 3-day ultimatum to PDP, People's Democratic Party chieftain Dr. Pierce Adetokunbo, demanding a public retraction and apology for what he described as irresponsible and baseless allegations against the Senate President. Kenny Okolugbo, media aide to Senate President Godswill Akpabio, firmly defended his principle, stating that the claims of criminal conduct and pending anti-graft cases are unfounded. EFCC has no case against Senator Akpabio, Okolugbo asserted, directly challenging the corruption allegations. He strongly condemned Dr. Pierce's comments, which were made in a recent public submission. Adetokunbo Pierce was quite irresponsible with his comment about Senate President Godswill Akpabio. Okolugbo said his allegation that Akpabio is a criminal, has cases pending in the SFCC, and poses a threat to women in the Senate are totally uncalled for. Okolugbo confirmed that Senator Akpabio's legal team has already taken action, warning of further steps if demands are not met. He disclosed, "We have sent a letter to Adetokunbo Pierce giving him 3 days to retract his statement and issue a public apology on national televisions and in the daily press." The media aide stressed that the legal move is intended to prevent further unverified attacks against the Senate President. If he fails to do so within 3 days, we will take further action to ensure that people stop using the Senate President as a punching bag, Okolugbo included. Well, Okolugbo is doing his job, and if we look at the matter critically, yes, let's look at the other side of the coins, and then we'll be able to make a general, conclusion. Number one, is it that they forget that he who wants to come to equity must come with clean hands? I think the likes of Okolugbo should have that in their medulla oblongata, that as much as Mr. Godswill Akpabio, now the Senate President and a former governor, has decided to go into politics and contested for a public office, he should expect public backlash from time to time, especially on how he does whatever he does as far as his life is concerned. Until he leaves the office, that is when the public eye will not go after him. That's number one. Number two, they should also expect that there are things that are going to be healthy that will be spoken about them, and also many things that won't be healthy will be spoken about them. In fact, a lot of things that are unfounded will be spoken about whoever is holding public office. And then I expect them to have, by now, have a very large heart to be able to withstand all those pressures. Pressures are bound to come from left, right, and center, whether from the public or from the opposition, even from within the rank and file of even the party that that person belongs to. As far as he is a public office holder, you should expect such a thing. And then their reaction or response matters very much more important. It's very, very important how they respond. Now, when as regards the Senate President, of course, Mr. Pierce Adetokunbo, who happen to be a chieftain of the PDP, there is nothing he's going to say that, even if it's true, they are going to always look at it from the prism or the binocular of opposition, even though if what he's saying makes some sense. Well, I don't know. Whatever is where he gets his own information from as regards the Senate President, that is a threat to women in the Senate, maybe because of the quagmire that occurred between her and the Kogi Central Senator Natasha Akpoti-Nduanga. And also, he also made mention of the fact that yes, Akpabio has a lot of allegation leveled against him by the EFCC that he is a criminal. Well, he might be entitled to his own opinion, but it's not a court of law to decide or determine if someone is a criminal. Now, let's look at the matters in real perspective. If that's the situation, well, I don't think Adetokunbo is owing PDP, APC or the Senate President any apology, based on the fact that he is speaking from fact. But sometimes if the facts are wrong, it might be risking a suit from the law court. And that's what Okolugbo is saying, that the legal team of the Senate president have decided to write him, or if he fails to, retract the statement within 3 days, of course, they will take further action, that is going to court. And I also want to say this further action, I hope it is seeking redress in court, going through legal means and also going through rightful means. Not that they will use the state power or whatever they want to use, because we can't just make mention of certain things on air. Be it as it may, he has already said clearly, that's Okolugbo, that is not going to allow the people to continue to make the Senate president a punching bag. Well, I am doubting how that is going to be possible, because even the sitting president, the executive president of the country, had to run away from the social media because he has been punched left, right, and center. Even countdown to his election as a president, he was being punched. And now that he's even the president, and some of the decisions he has made, as you know, call for public backlash on some of those things and punches here and there. But then, because of the fact that he's focused and he's getting results, of course, the punches are reducing day by day. And the same thing for Akpabio as the Senate president. I think he needs to reassess his life and look at what he's doing, because if he decides to continue in the trajectory he is presently, he might not escape more punches from the public, whether it's opposition or the people. But if he decides to retract his steps and behave normally and then do the needful so that people can give applause, why would the people who clap for you send you a punch? But if you don't do well, of course, you should expect that. And if you do the right thing, of course, we should also expect applause. Then another side to the story is the fact that we need to also respect our public office holder, because it's not an easy thing. Like they normally say, uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. I think even though Dr. Pierce Adetokunbo was speaking from the position of opposition, there's a need for him to realize that that office the man is holding requires some level of respect and decorum. Whether it's Akpabio or not Akpabio, it's the office of the Senate president, the number 3 person in our nation. It is expected that you should give some regard to that office. And that's why nobody is permitted to just come up and begin to say anything the way they like. Well, it may be possible that the EFCC has some cases against the Senate president, but somehow they are in power. They kind of enjoy some form of, acquired immunity that the EFCC might not be able to come after them. But be it as it may, I think what Mr. Adetokunbo is saying, he might have his reasons and his facts at his hand. He can come out even to defend it. But there, be it as it may, I think Mr. Okolugbo should also mellow, allow the public to scrutinize their public office holder. It is their right. And then the response should be civil and also one that will give a good response from the people. Keep liking our channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe. Thank you.